As the questions of mass immigration have come under criticism in recent years, one country is trying something different. Hungary has unveiled a new series of pro-family programs, and it's having a rapid impact. One America's Jack Posobiec sat down with a Hungarian official to learn more.
We are very excited to welcome here to One America News, here in our studios in Washington, the Hungarian State Secretary for Family Affairs, Katalin Novak. Thank you so much for being on with us.
Thank you so much for the invitation.
Now, I understand you're in the U.S. You've just concluded a major policy conference on family planning, family affairs. Tell me how that went.
Well, actually, that was the second time that we had a common conference with the U.S. administration here in Washington, D.C., and it was very inspiring because we not only had the U.S. and Hungary, but also Brazil and the representative of Poland with us, and also some counterparts or some representatives of the civic society, family organizations, which was also very inspiring.
Tell me about some of the specifics of these policies. I've read a lot of the press you've been getting on it, especially the marriage, talking about a marriage boom going on now in Hungary. What's going on?
Well, many say that, marriage is not fashionable anymore, that young people don't want to get married anymore, and actually the contrary is happening in Hungary. In Hungary, the number of marriages is at its 40-year peak, so it hasn't been as high as it is right now in the last 40 years.
Wow.
Meaning that young people get married, really do, and they want to get married. They want to live in a marriage, having children. That's what their plans are for the future. So what we have to do is to help them, to enable them to fulfill these plans. That's it. So that's why the state, the government has also played a role in this matter, in family policies, because we see that there is a fertility gap in Hungary, not only in Hungary, but in Hungary also. For example, now we give a financial subsidy to young married couples, meaning that if there is a married couple where the woman is between 18 and 40, and they sign up for having children in the future, so they know that they want to have a family, they can get a credit without an interest rate, a general purpose credit of 35,000 US dollars. They start to reimburse, but when the first child is coming, then we suspend the reimbursement for 3 years. Once the second child is coming, we again for 3 years suspend the reimbursement and decrease the credit by 30%. And once the third child comes, they don't have to pay back anything anymore. So literally, they can get 35,000 US dollars without being forced to pay back and use it for anything, for starting their common lives.
What do you say to folks that I've heard in the U.S. that criticize family planning policy? They say, it's like a socialism, or that's going to turn into a fraud, or there's going to be problems. What would you say to those folks?
I don't agree with them at all, because having children or not having children, it's the most private decision, of course, of the couple. That's a private decision with public consequences that we also should admit, and that's not neutral for the economy, for the society. If young people are committed to have children in a responsible manner, or they are not. But still, what we are doing is to giving a real option to choose. That's the real pro-choice family what we are having in Hungary. That meaning that you can choose not to have children, you can choose to have children, you can choose to have many children, you can choose to have them at an earlier stage or at a later stage. No matter what you choose, we are there to support your choice if it's about just fulfilling your plans. And the difficulties you face, we are trying to somehow decrease or somehow take away your problems, and that's what we are doing in Hungary. For example, 1st of January next year, all the moms who have at least 4 children, we have a full exemption of personal income tax paying lifelong. That's again something which only Hungary is doing. We passed already the bill, and we'll start it 1st of January next year. So we do many things which are enabling people to fulfill their plans about having a family or having even many children. I believe in the strength of families, and I believe that there is no strong nation without strong families.
State Secretary Novak, thank you so much for coming on with us and sharing your insights today.
Thank you so much for the invitation.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.